Hello, 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 hello. How's everybody doing? I have the one and the only Daddy Decent in the building. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm great.
Ooh, baby. Let me tell you. First of all, thank you. Thank you for joining tonight.
Well, thank you for having
And then I want to say thank you for keeping me company.
me. I do what I can.
Read into that. And so I wanted to have a sit down with you because I've admired you from afar for a multitude of reasons, one of
Hmm.
which some of us who are in here right now already know and understand. But for those who do not know and those who need a reintroduction to who you are, please let us know exactly who we're seeing and talking with tonight.
Well, I am Cordell Mari, but some people know me as Daddy Decent, the
Mhm.
adult content creator and the entertainer.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me just ask you, how's your day? How's your week been?
My week has been busy, but
Mm.
everything has been good overall. I cannot complain.
Okay. All right, so I guess let's just go ahead and jump into this. So, for those of you who are not aware, this segment, the show, I call From the Heart, and the reason I call it From the Heart is because I like to have these real conversations with real people who are in the industry and many facets of the industry. And what happens sometimes, even with myself, we get misunderstood. People have their own perception as to who we are, based on what they see, based on what they think they know, because it's entertainment, so we give you just enough to understand what
Mhm.
our purpose and our mission is. But this has been formulated, put together, orchestrated for us to be able to see the person behind the glitz, the fame, the camera, and the lube.
I can't.
So, who are you? How did you discover your this entity of Daddy Decent versus Corday?
I feel like I tell this story so much, but I have to start from the top.
Uh-huh.
So I was married and I'm divorced now. When I left my ex-husband, I kind of went on this whole journey of redefining who I was and finding myself. And I said I wanted to try some things out, and I was getting back into the dating world. And people were asking me to send them nudes and videos all the time, and I was like, you know what?
You too.
I look good. If I'm going to send it to you for free, I might as well get paid. So I started my freak Twitter in January of
Okay.
2021, and I started my OnlyFans around the same time, and I
Mhm.
started getting paid to be naked.
I'm not going to even front and act like I ain't never thought about doing a little something, something, putting these little titties up on a page and
Listen,
letting them
go
get paid
for it.
for. But no, you know what? Actually, the funny thing is that yeah, I got pretty feet, and I made this random video of
Mhm.
me like kicking my foot in the camera while watching the movie, and somebody was like, I can't see the movie because of your toes. Then somebody else was like, your toes was the star of the video, and it just kept going. And I have been joking about it for years. I'm like, look, life is a struggle. I see everybody on OnlyFans doing what they're doing. I'm gonna make me on OnlyFans for my feet.
Listen, it's
And
a market for everybody.
it is. And so when I saw the response, I was reading through the comments. I was like, hold on, let me verify my face. Okay. And I opened this OnlyFans page for my feet. And within the first month, I had like $1,000.
You can make some decent money off of it. Like for me, it was just trying something new, but also leaving that relationship, I lost a big part of income because like we
Mm,
were buying a house together, like everything was together. So I was still working my regular job, my 9 to 5.
right.
Now like I came accustomed to a certain lifestyle. So in order for me to keep up the lifestyle, I had to have more money, and I didn't want to work a traditional job and be like working 2 jobs at a time. I didn't
Yeah,
want to do that.
I get that. Two income, somebody holding you down, especially if they're making more. I don't know that dynamic, but especially if they're making more,
We're making
there's a
about
certain
the same.
lifestyle. Even making the same, there's a certain lifestyle when you have things that are cut in half.
Mhm.
You're doing here, they doing there, and so it's shifting the burden from place to place versus just being an independent person. This independent contractor as an adult, Nobody explained this shit to me.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody gave me fair warning. All the years that I was a kid saying, I can't wait to be grown. I can't wait to work. I can't wait to have my own shit. Now as an adult, I'm like, damn, how do I go back?
Exactly. Like, put me back in a child's place right now.
If I run the clock backwards, does it go in reverse? But I definitely understand that within the marriage. So when you left the marriage and you found who you are now,
Mm-hmm.
or who you were then, because I like to believe that we go through like this metamorphosis every 5 to 10 years. Or at
I
least
tell
I know
people
I
all
do.
the time, this is my second life.
That part. So now, since walking into that life and creating the persona of Daddy Decent, is he far from who you are? Is it just entertainment, or is this just the freaking you and you know what I'm saying?
I would say it's a little bit of both. Of course, there's going to be parts of me inside of Daddy Decent because I look at Daddy Decent as just another character. I'm an
Okay.
actor too in real life, so
Mm-hmm.
I play the part of Daddy Decent really well. But there's definitely a lot of Cordell Mari in Daddy Decent too. But Daddy Decent just takes it to more of the extreme. He's a little bit more fearless when it comes to certain things. Certain things that Corday wouldn't do, Daddy Decent will do.
In the bedroom.
In general, well, Corday has his own freak life that's private off camera with his man,
Okay.
and what we do with our dealings. But yeah,
That's an interesting dynamic because I know that you're in a relationship,
mm-hmm.
and I've befriended both of you and your partner. And so, how does that work out? Because when you say there's a certain persona that Daddy Decent has in comparison to your everyday you, and how that works in the bedroom with you guys. I'm not asking for too much detail unless you
Mm-hmm.
want to give too much detail, but at this point, I didn't seen your booty hole. Um,
Half of the world has.
so how does that differentiate? How is sex significant between you two versus Daddy Decent?
So with my partner, I can be more of myself. There's more emotion attached to it. It's actually a feeling there. And when we're actually making love, we're actually making love. Versus if I'm filming with somebody, I'm here to get paid. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna get a nut. There's no emotion tied to it. You go your way. I'm gonna go my way. We're gonna edit this video and put it out.
Okay.
There's no emotion tied to it.
Now, is he ever in any of your videos?
No, I don't make.
Okay.
So that's the one thing about it. So I'm not gonna knock anybody who does it with their partner, but for me, I feel like that's the only thing I have that's private. You already get to see me out in public, like having sex with other people. I don't want that part of my life on camera. I like to have something just to myself.
And see, I feel like for me, it would be the opposite. Like if I'm at the love of my life, and we was like, you know what, let's go fuck up a page. Let's go run up a tab. Let's make a bag. I think I would be gawk.
I think that works for a lot of people, and I applaud them who can do that. But I've also seen there be a downfall for a lot of relationships too.
I can see that.
They become public, and I don't want my relationship to become about work, and that's all we do is work, and we're not taking out time for each other. I don't want that, so I'd rather not mix those two. Now he films my content for me. He's the videographer for most of it, but we're not gonna be on camera together. You're not gonna see that.
I love that there's a separation. I used to date a stripper in Atlanta, and the controversy, I guess, on the table was, could I ever do that? I've had conversations with friends who were like, could you ever date a porn star? Could you ever date a stripper? Could you ever da-da-da-da-da? And you don't really know until you're there. You know what I mean? You know, like somebody might be like, I've never been in an abusive relationship until you find yourself in one. And so I dated this stripper. And the difference for me was understanding that the mentality behind the person in the industry, this was money. This was a job.
Exactly.
This ain't, I'm a bad bitch and I just want to shake my shit. It was sex sells. This is the era that we live in. I have sex appeal. I'm going to sell it because I need a bag. And I'm going to take that bag and I'm going to put it where I really needed to go. And so I love that there's that separation there. And I love that you keep your personal life, your partner, out of the way, and that he understands exactly what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Honestly, it takes a real strong individual to be able to date a content creator. So I commend him. I really commend him. Yeah.
So being in it now, how you like your friend circle? Do you find it hard to find like real friends? Are they trying to fuck you? They all trying to fuck?
Everybody in Atlanta try to fuck everybody. I mean, but I will say that I have met a couple of genuine people that I do consider as friends who ain't never tried to try me and they never tried to try them. So it does work. But even before I got into content, even when I was in my really conservative life, I didn't keep a lot of people around because I'm not gonna say I'm not a people's person, but I'm very private and I enjoy my energy. Like I protect my energy at all costs. Like I like to be around good vibes and good vibes only. And everybody don't bring that.
I got that. So with it being Atlanta, because we already know Atlanta, you can find a little bit of anything, a little bit of everywhere.
Yes.
And having those people kind of move in and out of your circle, in and out of your face, in and out of the places that you go, and knowing that you're in a relationship and what you do in the relationship, because this is a job for you, is there a separation within the boundaries of your relationship? And what I mean by that is, are you guys open, or is the exterior what daddy does sexually is just what daddy does?
Oh, we definitely have a very open relationship.
Okay.
But the thing that makes our relationship a little bit different from some people is we communicate everything that we do.
Okay.
If we're gonna hook up with somebody else, we communicate it. We make sure that the other person's okay with it. We make sure we're on the same level. Now, if we're having some issues and we're being into it with each other, that's just something we don't do. We won't hook up with nobody else until we figure our shit out and get our shit together.
Okay.
Well, we communicate and we keep honest dialogue with each other. That's the only way it works.
So is there a moment where you play together?
Absolutely, all the time. We just did it the other night.
Excuse me. But you are allowed to play alone.
Absolutely.
Where's the application for this?
See me after this live.
I can't. Or do I? Okay. No, that's awesome. So stepping into that particular world of adult content creating, is this your full time?
Absolutely not. I have multiple streams of income. I still work a full-time job. I still get paid to do acting gigs. I get paid to do modeling gigs. I get paid to do content.
Nice. So tell us more about your acting.
So I've been acting since high school, but I stopped for a little while and I got back into it in 2018. So currently I have a show that just came out called Coming Out, and this is season 2 of that show.
Sweet.
This is my first season on it, but it's season 2 of that show. I've been doing some background work with Tyler Perry Studios lately. Can't really talk about those projects, but I'm excited because I'm moving more into the mainstream.
Okay.
I have a show that's on Watch HCTV that I star in called Online Dating for Men. You can catch me playing Maya Brown in that one. That was a pretty funny show if y'all want to catch it. Got a couple other projects, but we ain't gonna go through everything.
Okay. Now, did I hear somewhere you said you was a pop lock instructor and a rapper and a hula hoop?
Who else said that?
Because all these jobs you said you got, you acting it, and what else are you doing?
In my Porsche voice. Who said that? But no, I do a little modeling. Like I'm not mainstream, but I do a little modeling.
Okay.
Acting, of course, adult content, and then I just stopped doing sipping paints.
Okay. So where do you want to go with all of this?
My goal is to be mainstream. My goal is to be mainstream in acting because that's what my passion is. Everything else is kind of a hobby right now. It's a hobby that I get paid for.
Within the power of manifestation and speaking things into existence, putting it out to the universe, for the stars and everything to find and listen and bring to the table. What exactly do you want? You want to be Hollywood movie star?
I want to go as far as God allows me to go. If Hollywood is what God puts me, that's where I want to be. I just put it like that.
I like that. So within the Daddy Decent, has he, as I've been in this interview before with another adult content creator, who kind of spoke about the longevity of this particular career, do you see an expiration date for him?
I would say yes and no. Because there's been plenty of times that I've said I'm going to quit because I'm tired of dealing with certain people and certain unprofessional aspects of the industry. And then part of me is like, well, if I quit, I don't want to be like some other people. Then I come right back and then I got to explain why I'm coming back. So I just never tell anybody when I'm making an exit. Like, I'll take long breaks if I need to. And I don't say anything. I just keep putting out shit I've already filmed. But I'll just take long breaks. I'll never say that there's an expiration date because I don't know.
What has Daddy Decent done for your spirit, for your self-esteem, for your self-love, your self-worth, all of those things?
I feel like Daddy Decent has become therapeutic in a certain sense because I have been a little bit more confident in showing more skin, of course, because I'm doing porn. But it kind of built my confidence. It built my confidence, my self-esteem. Yeah.
I'm so curious. I just want to know, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Are you?
I am.
I don't want to be.
I'm fun size.
I don't want to be rude because people find out like you're short and they be like, oh, he's so little. Oh, I want to pick you up off the ground, but ooh, you are so little. I didn't want to pick you up off the ground. How much
They
do you weigh?
do that a lot, and yeah.
Because you look big, and I guess because you work out and everything like that,
Mm-hmm.
you look big on film. How much do you weigh?
Last time I weighed myself, I was 170.
Oh yeah, and then you are, because I'm like 182 in a pinch, and so 170 at 5'4", you are beefy.
Well, I'm naturally a thick guy, so
I love that.
it's, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so we kind of got an idea as to who Daddy Decent is and what Daddy Decent has done for you. How does your family deal with, understand, talk about? Do they not talk about it?
We don't.
How does that work?
So we don't really talk about Daddy Decent that much. Like I don't. My parents are funny as shit. Like for some reason, my mom was excited when I told her that I was stripping. She's like, she telling all her friends, well, you know, he got that in Atlanta, and he be stripping and doing this. I'm like, okay, girl, we gotta tell everybody. Like my dad, I told him that I was doing. I never officially told my mother that I do adult content, but we kind of she know that she know.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have a conversation with my dad, and he just said, as long as you're safe and you're careful, and it's something you want to do, go for it. So like my parents, they're both supportive, which is kind of weird for me, I guess. But they're both supportive.
Are you the only child?
I am the only child my dad has, but I have a younger sibling on my mom's side. I have a little sister.
Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. So coming from a moderately small family, do you want a family of your own?
Absolutely. I want at least 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when we want to start this process?
I told myself I wanted to start having kids before I'm 40. I'll be 34 next month, so I got to get started soon.
Early happy birthday. I remember 34. It was kind of a blur, but I do remember good parts of it.
Okay. As long as you remember the good parts.
All right, so stepping away from Daddy Decent, moving back into the heart of who you are. What is because we can imagine all day long what Daddy Decent like to do. Daddy Decent like to hang off the walls. He probably spent some time ordering shit off of Amazon.
Daddy Decent is a character. So once Corday walks into the house, Daddy Decent stays where the fuck he is. I'm gonna bring Daddy Decent into my house.
What does Corday like to do?
Corday likes to go hiking. He likes to work out. He likes to bar hop. Well, I'm not gonna say bar hop, but I do go to lounges and try new restaurants. I like to travel. I love to spend a lot of time with my partner and my family whenever I can travel back home.
Nice. And I'm sorry, where's home?
Home is Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yeah. And how long have you been coupled?
How long have I been coupled?
Yeah.
Me and Drew have been together to be 3 years, September 26th.
Oh, look at that. And gay years, that's like a decade already. So congratulations.
I know, right? I do long-term relationships. I don't do that. I don't do hop from you, then hop to the next person. It's always long-term.
Okay.
Every relationship I've ever been in.
When you first met, did he know about Daddy?
Absolutely. He's in my DMs on Twitter. And I ignored him the first couple of times. I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with this shit today. And then he kept hitting me up. I was like, okay, let me just respond. And then we started having a conversation. He didn't approach me disrespectful. He didn't approach me on nothing sexual. So I was like, okay, I can talk to you. And he invited me out to the movies. I was like, okay, I ain't doing shit. I'll go to the movies. He sent me a message. He was like, well, do you want me to come pick you up? And I was like, hell no, you can't come pick me up. I don't need you to know where I live at. And please know that I'm going to bring my gun with me on this date. So if you try something, I'm going to shoot your ass. And it worked out.
Yeah. I guess it did work out.
It did.
3 years. That's awesome. And then kids are on the way. Daddy Decent does not. Daddy Decent gonna be a daddy.
Daddy Decent won't be around when I start having kids and getting married. Daddy Decent gonna go to the shelf somewhere.
So then he does have some undetermined expiration date, providing the family, starting of a family. Okay, that's awesome.
But again, I don't know when that is.
Yeah.
So I can't say.
Well, you still got time. Like you're 34 to be, and so you have a lot of time to figure this out. And I know, like, it's kind of cliche, like the world is your oyster kind of thing, and you have a lot of time because you're young type of shit. I don't even know what young is really anymore. But I like to think that 34 is still young, and you still have a lot of time. It's different for us. We don't have uteruses that expire.
I'm definitely not in a rush because I do want to make sure I'm at a certain level when I do start having kids, and I want to make sure that I can give them everything that I didn't have growing up. I want to make sure I'm mentally prepared. I don't want to just be having kids and then I fuck their life up. If that makes sense.
Were you brought up in a good home?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
I grew up very spoiled.
Spoiled.
I did. I'm still spoiled now. So
I felt like that. That's the thing. That's the. What is spoiled for you? What does your partner? How does your partner spoil you? Hmm.
if I ask her for something, I'll pretty much give whatever I ask for.
Can I get you a little list?
A list.
A little. I might need a little something.
Because he
I'm
listens
single.
to he in his live somewhere. He listening.
I'm single. It's hard out here.
But I don't ask him for a lot, so I think that's the reason why he doesn't mind spoiling me when it comes to certain stuff. And I try to do the same thing for him in return.
Mm-hmm. Is he older than you?
He is older than me. He's 37.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought you was about to be like 47. And I like I said, we follow each other, so I know who he is. But he don't look 47. But you never can tell with black people, because I get 19 all the time. No, I don't. I'm lying.
Well, you be young.
But
I would have gave you like mid to late 20s. I would have gave you.
oh shit, you trying to be best friends?
Hey, bestie.
Because that is not the case. I'm running to 40.
But that's a blessing, though. That's a
with
blessing.
Sha'Carri Richardson's shoes on. I'm almost there.
Almost there.
I'm just an inch away.
Oh man.
But it's been a lot of discovery, and I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful for all the mistakes. Mm-hmm. I like to call them the lessons. Mm-hmm. So I will not complain. I thank God. I drank my water. I mind my business.
Very important.
I pray. I have some good food and some good sex, and then I start all over again the next day.
Listen.
Mm-hmm. How are you with the one, the only, Jesus Christ?
I have a good relationship with God. I have a good relationship with Jesus too.
Okay. Oh. What about the Holy Ghost?
Oh, child. I ain't never. The Holy Ghost ain't never. They ain't never attacked me and nothing like that. I ain't never experienced the Holy Ghost yet. Now I ain't want no fake Christians say that. I ain't never experienced the Holy Ghost, but I do have a good relationship with God and Jesus. Yes.
What's the biggest misconception that people get about you?
The biggest misconception that people get about me, I have heard that I look like I'm stuck up when I'm out in public. I have also, people also think I'm a hoe too. People think I'm a hoe because I do content. You are right and wrong at the same time. I'm a hoe, but I'm a selective hoe. I don't just be hoeing with everybody, especially in my private life. You'll never know who I'm sleeping with.
Because I've seen some out here in the professional realm of what y'all do. I guess what we do, since I have only feet. Some are having. I want to say it because I can be messy like that, but I'm not. I'm not. No.
This is a safe space.
You trying to get me fired? There is a particular content creator within their username. They have a specific area code, and they express exactly what position they choose within their name as well. And
I'm trying to see who this person is.
They got a record.
A lot of content creators, and please don't take me wrong, because I'm not trying to be shady, but I don't follow a lot of content creators like that because I just don't. But yeah,
they got a wrecking ball. And the way he tear through these people is ridiculous.
I'm finna call names.
I mean, you can. We can play Guess Who.
You know what's the boy's name? Is it Is it something? Is it Arsenio top something? You said he just changed it. Are you talking about the baby that be fucking them boys on the benches at the parks where the children be playing at? That's what you talking about?
I can't deny nor can I confirm that.
Okay, well, keep going.
But I think you have a gift here.
If you got children out there, make sure you washing down them slides where you let your children slide down them slides and on the park benches and them tables.
You want to have a
as a matter of fact, sanitize your whole child. Just wash the whole child. Go ahead.
Walk the grounds before you even invite anybody over there.
Don't even take your children to the park. Let them play in the backyard. Let them play in the backyard.
Put them in the backyard, in the basement, somewhere, but not to the parks. I done seen a few videos, and I must say, when I hit the subscribe button, I am disgusted
Mm-hmm.
at myself. But I've seen a few videos where I'm like, are y'all really on the playground? It's one thing to already be outside, like that's a
Mm-hmm.
risk and a charge.
It
But to be
is.
on like a
But people's
playground or on
children are
school
playing.
property, that's like
Mm-hmm.
a whole different level of adult registry.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to
For
watch. I'm not gonna lie.
me personally, and I try not to judge people because I'm like, everybody's content is content. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not filming outside. I'm not
Mm-mm.
finna film in nobody's gym or nobody's public store. I'm
No,
not doing all
no.
this shit. I'm because I feel like there's better places. And for one, why would you want to risk your freedom and then have to risk being registered as a sex offender and has to follow you everywhere you go just to make a fucking video that you probably not gonna make that much money off of?
Mm-mm. Now I
I
ain't gonna
can't do it.
lie. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't never busted down in the back seat.
I mean, when I was like
Cause
in high school, listen, I pay rent, and rent in Atlanta is not cheap.
mm,
Okay, I'm,
mm.
I'm not gonna be fucking. I don't want to get us blocked off live. I'm
No,
not gonna be
you
out
ain't
here
because
having sex with you.
fuck shit, bitch, hell damn.
I'm not gonna be out here having sex with somebody in their car or in the back of a damn park or in the back of a. I'm not doing this shit. I pay rent. If you can't put me in a hotel or we can't go back to one of our houses, we don't need to be fucking. Our priorities are messed up. I'm sorry.
I mean, but the thing is, from the window to the wall, and sometimes in my car. So yes, we do pay rent. We do,
Mm-hmm.
but there is something about the spontaneity of car sex that slaps.
Okay.
Is that what the kids
The
say?
most the most I'm gonna get a light skinned man over there in the other room, my man in the car, is I'll give him a little head. But we not finna full out be
See,
fucking.
that's it right there. That's
But we on the freeway. He driving when we doing that though. We not just partying.
you saying you justifying this shit like that's safe. Some roadhead. That's
Mm-hmm.
Meals on Wheels,
Mm-hmm.
and that's dangerous.
It
Also
is. And
delicious.
I like to live dangerously sometimes.
Sounds delicious.
It's hard to get caught. It's hard to get caught sucking dick while the car is moving. Put it like that.
This is true. But did you see this video of the people engaging in adult activity while they were driving and crashed?
I did see that with a young woman and a man.
Mm.
Yeah, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
They,
So
they, they,
just
they was doing too much. Had she just been sucking, he could have paid attention to the road.
they really was doing too much. Like it's one thing to push ahead, it's another thing to move a body.
Exactly.
And so they were doing too much. And so some would say, oh well. But I love that. I love that there is a component to who Daddy Decent is and how he gets down. And then there's a difference of Corday, how Corday gets down. But back to the subject at hand, this young man that of whom we will not mention names,
Okay.
we will only allude and I will only smile when you are correct. Um, Running through some of the most undesirable people I have seen looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not judging at all. I'm just analyzing from my years of experience of being around crackheads, meth heads, etc. I'm from Baltimore, so I done seen it all. They probably been in my family, they been in my friend circle, they lived on my block. Thank God I ain't never been one of those, because child, please. He runs through some of the most meth looking
So I'm gonna be a little messy.
people.
I'm gonna be just a
Please,
little messy, just a little bit.
please. I
So
got a
there was
napkin.
actually a point in time to where me and that person that you're not naming were supposed to actually work together. But I told them they would have to be on the inside of a building that we are paying rent to or a hotel. But anyway,
You
we
want
end
to
up
do it in the
not
back of a
working
school?
together.
You don't want to do it in the back of a school? That's a building.
No, absolutely not.
Inside.
That's not a building that neither one of us belong to.
Mm. Mm.
Anywho, the reason why we never went through with the film was because anytime I film with anybody, I try to be responsible and I like to ask questions and I like to share my status, all that good stuff. So I asked him, I say, when was the last time you got tested? What is your current HIV status, your current STI status? He told me that he had not been tested recently and he does not know what his status was. That's a red flag for me. I don't have a problem with filming anybody who is positive and undetectable and taking their meds. I don't have a problem with it at all. It's the lamb, you're going to run into it anyway. Me, myself, personally, I am negative. I've been on PrEP since 2020, and I do take DoxyPep when I film, and I get tested every 3 months or in between filming. I just believe in being safe, because I also have a partner that I have to think about at the same time. But when he told me that he didn't have results, like he hadn't been tested recently, I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work for me, sir. It's not
How
gonna.
long ago was
I
that?
will continue to
Since we're
watch you
being
and I will
messy.
continue to jack off to you, but you and I, you ain't entering this out of me. Sorry.
Since we're being messy, how long ago was that?
This was this was like last year sometime. Yeah.
What season?
I want to say it was still warm outside, so it was either the end of spring or like sometime around summer. I would have to go
Yeah,
back and see if I can find those messages because I definitely screenshot and kept those. If I can find
it'd
them
be a
somewhere.
lot of tapping in and tapping out,
Yeah.
and the rotate. And I get it because you have to stay consistent. And we when it's fantasy land, we like to see variety. We don't want to keep seeing the same person. There's people I followed, and I'm just like, bitch, again, unfollow.
And I mean,
Again,
and that's
too, unfollow.
okay to have variety, but you also have to. I feel like as content creators, we have a responsibility to be safe. If
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be out here having raw sex, at least make sure you get tested and make sure you ain't spreading shit to somebody else who's finna go film with somebody else and they spreading stuff. Because everybody's not open and honest with their status, and everybody don't know how to have those conversations and ask questions either, which is crazy in our community.
Yeah,
But you just have to be careful.
I love that. That is such an important. You brought up an important topic, and that is knowing your
Mm-hmm.
status and being responsible for it in the ways that you take care of it with prep and doxy pep. Same thing here, prep and doxy pep. Actually on Aperture, get my shot tomorrow morning.
I am so scared
Um,
to switch.
why?
I'm scared. I don't know. Like I've been on Discovery since like 2020, and I'm so scared to switch.
I get that. And I would say for me in the beginning, because it was introduced to me, the idea at least was introduced 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get on it until last year. And so, yeah, there's still like some inconsistencies, but for the most part, it's been proven to be far more superior than your oral preps. Reason being is because of user error, not necessarily, the composition of it.
Mm-hmm.
When I was on prep, started out on Truvada, moved over to Descovy, preferred Descovy, smaller pill, less side effects
Mm-hmm.
for the body and less side effects for me, like the headaches, the stomach aches, all that shit I was getting with Truvada, I didn't get with Descovy. The issue with oral preps is that, again, user error. So you might forget to take a pill. You might forget to take 2, 3 pills. You might go out of the state, go out of the country, forget your pills, lose your pills. You might stay out overnight, don't have your. It's all of these kind of different things, and I know it takes more than just 1 dose, 2 dose, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But your immunity starts to decrease the longer
Mm-hmm.
that miss your doses. Um, and then you have people who are just misinformed. Like I went to hook up with someone, and they're like, "Oh, I'm on prep," and I'm like, "Which one?" And they can't identify. Which for me is red flag. Means you're lying, girl.
It's definitely a red
Um,
flag because
yeah,
let me see your bottle. Let me see that prescription with your name on it and your identification to verify this
that
is you.
that part. And then I had someone actually recently who was like, "Oh, no, I'm on prep," and went to go get a bottle to prove, and was like, "But my friend gave it to me. My friend gave it
So
to
you're
me."
taking
So it's like
that you don't need, and you're still not getting tested
you're not
because you have
getting
to get
tested.
tested to get a prescription for this. So
That
yeah.
means there's nothing we can do here unless we bust out a latex. And I'm one who's not really big on oral,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't even really want you sucking on my body. We came to do the do. So let's get straight to the meal, no appetizers. But it's all of those kind of things where people are just misinformed, and those who have been prescribed.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have sex like that, so I might just take one after I have sex. It's not doxy pep, baby.
Yeah,
It's prep. It needs
exactly.
to be in your
Taking
system consecutively,
consistently, yes.
consistently, all the time. So I love that that's such a big thing for you. How do you, outside of like asking for someone's status and all those kind of things, what is your selection process when you're looking for a co-star for your shoots?
For one, we had to have some type of chemistry. We had to have some type of chemistry, and also like I don't care how popular you are, how many numbers you got, followers. If you keep up messing shit all the time on Twitter and you back and forth
Mm-hmm.
with people, and you're not focusing on what your job is, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not working with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to diminish my brand. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deal with mess with because I don't deal with mess in my personal life, so I definitely don't want to bring it into my work life.
I've definitely seen some creators who are just on Twitter, X, whatever version you have downloaded in your phone,
Mm.
or iPad, and they are just a mess. Like, what the fuck are you going through? Why is your personal life, or why do you still have blankets up at your windows? Can you not get curtains? What's you doing with your
Let
OnlyFans money? Is it not
me say
clearing?
something. I think that a lot of them thrive off mess because they don't have anything else going. They don't have any substance in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate that I'm saying it because it may sound judgmental, and I'm not trying to judge. But a lot of them are way too old to be in the type of mess that they be in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. It's unattractive to me.
We need to repurpose the word and the understanding of judging or judgment. Just like we took the word nigga and we kind of use it the way we use nigga, because everything that we do, there should be a clear judgment on what we're doing, why we're
Mm-hmm.
doing it. And so I'm going to liberate myself from the guilt of saying that I'm not judgmental. I'm judgmental as a motherfucker because this is my life and I'm going to conduct it the way I see fit and the way that God allows it to be. And so if I'm looking at what you're doing and what you're talking about and how you're presenting yourself to society, to the world, to me, and it does not align, bitch, I'm judging you. And I'm going to make the best judgment for my life. And that's not conducive to my life. I understand people struggle. I'm not going to say nothing in my life has been peachy keen. I've never had a silver spoon in my mouth that didn't come from Walmart or Target. My thing is this. You can have roommates. You can still be living at home with your family. As long as you have a strong sense of independence and you have a goal and a point and a purpose, I can deal with just about anything. The buck stops at trash bags, sheets, blankets, as curtains on your window.
Yeah. Especially if you're online keeping up shit all the time. You don't have the room to keep up shit when you don't have the necessities that you need to live in life. I'm sorry.
Babe, you don't have a frame on your bed.
Honestly, you would be surprised the amount of content creators that you see walking around in designer labels and having the freshest haircuts and all the accessories and the gadgets. They don't have cars. They don't have their own places to stay. They're couch hopping from house to house. But everything is an image. For me, I'm not putting on for nobody. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. I'm not gonna walk around here pretending like I got Gucci and Louis. I'm not spending my money on that. I'm spending my money on having a roof over my head.
I see you got curtains, and you got curtains too, and not just curtains. You have curtains.
Why I have curtains? Because Valerie Henry, my mother, don't play that shit. Okay, she don't play that shit.
You got panels and shears.
Yes,
you good.
I like color. I like light.
You good in my book.
I like light.
Who is or are the Negroes that you want to work with?
I still want to work with Cutler X. I'm still a big fan of him.
Hold on, I don't know who that is. Let me write that down. How's that spelled?
Cutler X, CULT. No wait.
Oh, Cutler.
No, Cutler X. Yeah. CUT.
I thought you said Color X. I'm like,
Cutler.
that's a new one. Yeah.
Cutler.
Okay.
I'm Southern, so my accent kind of come out every now and then.
We like that's the bald head one with the thick mustache, right? What?
Mm-hmm.
So tell us why that man?
I don't know. He just has this whole daddy vibe about him. I've always been attracted. I'm attracted to older men. Sorry, but he has this daddy vibe about him, and just the way he does his content. It's always been very It gets me where I need to go. It gets me there.
So is it the daddy vibe alone, or daddy vibe plus that?
It's the daddy vibe. It's the dick. It's all of that.
Are you a size? They say the size queen.
I'm not a size queen. No.
Because I haven't seen you accommodate some big Mack trucks.
Absolutely. But in my personal life, I prefer average size because I don't want my hole to be towed up like that all the time.
What's average?
For me, a good 8.5, 9.
I'll see you later. That's not average.
For me.
I mean, for you.
It is. For me.
For you.
For me. Average. I mean, if you got a little 7 and you thick, I can work with that. I can work with it. It's cute. I can work with that.
It's cute.
But you better know how to eat some ass. You better know how to suck some toes. You better know how to suck some damn. You better know how to use your mouth real good.
You got feet. I ain't never noticed you had feet in all the videos I've seen. You really ain't know you had toes and feet.
Absolutely.
I mean,
but I ain't gonna show them now because they ask you. I just got the shower, so.
I guess I never figured out how you actually got around.
I don't know.
I thought you just floated on that ass. I thought you just bounce around on that ass. But that's amazing. I'm so glad. The people, my community is so glad that you have feet with toes.
I'm glad I have feet with toes too.
Mm.
Listen.
And then so we got Cutler X. How does the list continue?
Um, is there anybody else? I will work with Giovanni. Actually, I may actually hit him up sometime this week and see if we can set something up.
Mm.
But he's a legend. I would definitely work with him.
Mm-hmm.
If I could bring somebody back, it'll be Shorty J.
Mm.
Yeah. Short.
Mm.
So, and I used to have the biggest crush on Breon Diamond.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. If I could work with those, that'll be it. Because
Okay.
honestly, I'll pretty much work with everybody I wanted to work with.
I will say I have the biggest crush between two people. One is Crave,
I love Craig. He a sweetheart.
then the other one, oh my bad, I'm lick my lip. Then the other one is Lamar, who is like straight, I guess. I guess he's straight.
I don't know if they follow
But
that.
his name is
Nothing creators, but yeah.
his name is Lamar some shit. Darkness somebody or whatever the fuck it is. And I dare not say nothing to him because I feel like he will probably cuss me out. But the content is very questionable because he be doing a little bit of everything to himself. Amazing for my late nights. Anyway, okay, so that's the list. Wait, because I ever have you Fat Daddy?
Who?
Have you with Fat Daddy?
No.
Fat Rabbit, not Fat Daddy.
No. Everybody, like, people ask me about Fat Rabbit all the time. We have never worked together. Never worked together. No.
Bass Bandit?
If the opportunity presents itself, I wouldn't turn it down. But no, we've not worked together.
But I think I did see you Mass Bandit in you, no? Mass Bandit. I feel like y'all did work together, no? I thought so.
We've done a couple of fans. That was the first man to ever eat whipped cream out of my ass. Yes.
Or just on it. I'm asking for the people.
He sprayed it up in there. He ate it out. I was like, sir, don't give me no yeast infection. But he licked it all out. That's a good man.
So he turned you into one of them McFlurry machines.
Sure did.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. I don't think I bookmarked that one, so I have to go back to the library.
Go subscribe, see the whole thing.
That's the thing. I don't mind subscribing, but like I need to the rotation needs to keep coming.
I would tell people when you go to my page, you're gonna get quality content because I don't put out 5-10-minute videos. I think the shortest videos I may have is like 15-minute videos. Those might be in 2 parts. But everything else, you're looking at 30 to an hour.
Once you kind of create this relationship or understanding with this person, your scene partner, do y'all ever keep it going without the cameras?
Absolutely not. No.
No?
No.
No.
And I mean, I've had people that have tried, and I'm like, yeah, we're not doing it. We can't do a job. The job's over with. I'm going home now. There's only one other. Well, there's 2 content creators that I've had personal relationships with off camera before we even filmed anything. But those are two content creators that I was going to potentially date when I first moved here because I was dating around, and we actually didn't film until after we kind of stopped talking to each other on that level.
How would you feel if Drew, wanted to get into the business?
Drew has content out. Yeah, I just don't know
what. Y'all just have not worked together.
No, and we won't.
Is he masked?
You just never see his face.
I'm about to say, I felt like, yeah, because
I've seen the videos. I like them. I'm checked out to a few of them.
What's this? Go ahead, get your man some business. What's his page?
He don't need no business. All the business is here. if you know, you know. That's all I'll say.
Just send it to me then, and I won't say nothing to nobody.
If you follow me, you'll follow him because I've tagged them on Twitter as well in certain things and certain posts. Yes.
Well, like I said, when the curtains close and lights go off, then just send me the info, and I won't say shit to nobody. I'm just nosy like that.
Absolutely.
I love that. So we are nearing our hour, and Instagram is very strict with me right now. But we still have a little bit of time left. I want to know, what is it that you want the people to know about you? Because we see you, we don't know you. We just see you. And again, I'm sure people approach you in all kinds of ways, from idolizing who you are to fetishizing fetishizing who you are and what they want to do to you. What is it that you want these people to know before they walk up on you in Atlanta and get in your shit?
I want you to know that I do fight. So if you approach me, you might want to approach me on a respectful level. You're not coming to me on no rah-rah shit. Don't come to me on no disrespectful shit because I will put my hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you come to me with love and respect, I'm going to love on you. I'm going to respect you. I will talk to anybody. I will speak to anybody. I will hug on you. I will love on you. I'll do all that good shit because I'm not a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
I try to be kind to everybody as long as they're kind to me. But if you come to me with some crazy shit, I am a Gemini. I will go left.
Mm-hmm.
So keep it respectful.
Mm-hmm. We know these Geminis.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody out there who is potentially looking or has started the world of adult content creators, what are some of the ups and downs and maybe even some motivation that you give them, some direction?
First off, I'm going to tell you to make sure this is what you want. Don't get into it because you just want to fucking have fun and you want to be with all the sexy men and you think it's going to be the glitz and the glamour because it's not all about that. If you don't have a business mind, you're going to be broken. You're going to fail. All you're going to be is another fucked person on camera. That's it. So you need to be business minded. You need to know how to market yourself. You need to know how to edit yourself. You need to know how to shoot the content. You need to know how to promote. Like there's a lot that goes into being a content creator versus just being on film, which a lot of people think we're just on film fucking, which is not. A lot of times, content creators don't even have chemistry with the people they're filming with. It's literally just a job for them. I would say if you're gonna film, at least try to build chemistry with the people you're working with, because it does show on camera in a lot of cases.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's a great business model because I've seen the content creators who've come out, they done some freaky shit.
Yeah.
I saved the video, and then I'm like, a year later, did you die?
Exactly. But also, let me add to this too. Don't let people take advantage of you if you're just breaking into it. Don't think because they got bigger numbers or higher numbers that you just got to do what they say. You can say no. You don't have to do shit that you don't want to do or that you're uncomfortable with. Don't let nobody coerce you or talk you into doing things that you know that you do not want to do. Set your boundaries and stand strong on your boundaries.
Love that. And so before we get out of here, please remind people of who you are again, what you have going on, and where they can find you.
I am Cordell Mari, also known as Daddy Decent. You can follow me on social media. Instagram is just Corday. Twitter is Daddy Decent. If you're going to be out in Memphis, Tennessee on June 15th, you can catch me on a panel for Tri-City Pride. I will be doing my first speaking panel there. I am the face of a pool party that will be coming up on June 8th. I got another venture that's coming up. I'll post that soon as I get the flyers for that. But I got another venture coming up. You can catch some of my movies and shows on Watch ACTV, Signal 23, Amazon, and Tubi, and YouTube, of course.
All right. We love it. And we thank you and we applaud you for what it is that you do. We respect you for what it is that you do. I personally want to thank you again for hopping in here and having a conversation with me, for being you, being transparent, showing us both the duality of who you are. And I, again, really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate you. This has been from the heart. I thank everyone who is sat in this room, who've commented down there. Forgive us for not looking at the comments, but thank you so much for just being in attendance. And I want everyone to have a good night. God bless them. God bless you, sir.
Likewise, God bless you too. Thank you for having me on.
And send me them links.
I sure will. Yeah, have a good night. Bye.